With Mares V2, there are some changes made to mining Fiestas. When mining gemstones, you now have a chance to drop glossy gemstones, which can be made into some crazy new mining gear. They add a ton of stats, and all of these collectively make 6-ticking ruby possible, meaning you can make over 50 mil an hour mining ruby. And today I'm going to be spending over 1.8 billion coins on this new gear. But before we begin, I'm drawing ever closer to 50,000 subscribers. It would mean the world to me if you could subscribe and like the video. Now enough of me yapping, let the money wasting commence. I used to have max mining equipment, now I don't. There's been some updates, some stuff has been added, and I need to buy some more things. Currently have about 1.3 bills sitting in my purse, and I'm just gonna hope that's enough. Most of this stuff is to do with glossy gemstones. A couple changes were made to mining fiestas and coal in general, and those drop during fiestas when you mine gemstones. They're decently rare, so they're a bit expensive right now, but they get you a bunch of new gear and allow you to make a good chunk more money if you have hypermax gear. But first I need to figure out how many I actually need. Currently, this is what my mining equipment is looking like. I have a Pen of Devon, which I believe is currently the 7th created on the server, and also Dwarven handwarmers. And the new equipment should be better than both of these, and whatever the new equipment is for this slot, I believe is only better when you're mining that specific gemstone, but we'll get to that later. And yeah, I was right, it's the 7th on the server. So quickly, I'm gonna come over here and just insta-buy one glossy gemstone for 6 mil, but I'm just gonna right click and look at the recipes, since I just want to see all that I need. I think the glossy mineral armor, I'm just gonna skip out on since I already have a bunch of gold collection and just do not need it on this profile. But as far as I can tell, the only recipe with this that I actually want to upgrade for 3 more fortune, which will cost me a ton of money, is the glossy mineral talisman. Other than that, I think all that I'm missing are Devon's powder coatings, as well as some of the gemstone equipment, which all of these are going to take a lot of money. So what I'm going to be looking at equipment-wise is going to be the sapphire cloak and the jade belt. So I might as well go ahead and look at this. So for both of those, it is going to be a stack of glossy gemstones at 32 per. And then other than that, I'm going to need 6 Devon's powder coatings, since I'm able to put it on the full set of Devon, as well as the pendant and this Devon's drill, which I still need to get compact 10 on. I don't know why I haven't done that. But the main reason I want all of this is when I'm done putting it all on there, I should be able to 6-tick ruby. Now editing me is going to explain how ticks work. To give a brief overview, Hypixel runs on a 20 ticks per second system, and how that affects mining is that there's a soft cap on mining gemstones of 4 ticks, meaning that when you use your mining speed boost, you're probably going to be hitting that soft cap, and there's no way to mine faster than 4 ticks. But backing up a little bit, what are these ticks? There's a forum post that I found a while back that lists out all the ticks fairly accurately. I've used it myself to look at what different ticks I'll be hitting on my Iron Man, and from what I can tell, it is pretty accurate. Now, it is a bit outdated as they don't have 7 and 6 ticks in here, but it'll work for explanation purposes. What we are worrying about is ruby. Now, generally, most people are going to be in the 10 to 11 tick range, since they'll have a bit over 6,000, 7,000 mining speed with kind of mediocre gear. Now, if you'll notice, there is a gap of mining speed in between each tick. So essentially, any mining speed that does not get you to the next tick is completely irrelevant and doesn't actually do anything. It won't make you mine any faster until you get to the next tick. Now, the earlier on ticks are really easy. It's separated by like maybe 200 mining speed, which is really easy to get early on. But once you get down to around 8 ticks, there's a separation of about 1,000 mining speed from 9 ticks to 8 ticks. So if you have 7,800 in 95 mining speed, you'll be mining at the exact same speed as somebody with 8,500 mining speed. Despite them being a lot closer to the 8th tick, since they're not actually hitting it, they're not mining any faster. Now, for the longest time, max mining speed only got you to 7 tick, nearly 6 tick, but there just wasn't enough mining speed there. But with all the new gear that has been added, specifically the Devon's powder coating on the drill, which adds an extra 500 mining speed, you are able to hit that 6 tick. Again, it isn't listed here, but you are able to hit it. So in total, I need 8 stacks of 32, meaning I need 256 glossy gemstones. But if we put that in parentheses and then add 16 for the talisman, 272, minus of course this one. So if I put in a buy order for 271, I'm gonna need a little bit more money. So for the time being, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and put in a buy order for what I do have. And it actually looks like prices dropped by about 1 mil while I was upstairs. Oh, sure. I will go ahead and put in a buy order for 200. That's gonna be a bill. Hopefully I don't have to sit here too long to get it to fill. Okay, I was not expecting it to fill that quickly. I mean, you can see in chat, it did fill. I have been here for maybe 5 minutes. That's nice, I guess. So since prices are dropping, I would need another 71. So let's see, do I have enough money? I'm still a little bit short, so I will worry about that when I actually have a little bit more money. But for now, I need to find a certain talisman that I have. And here it is, the mineral talisman. I can just pop that in here and surround it with 16 glossy mineral, and I'm going to have the glossy mineral talisman, which I can also just go ahead and throw enrichment on. Quite a lot of money for 3 mining fortune. This truly is the end game experience. And now I need to go to the forge and see what I can pop in here. I also need to reset my Heart of the Mountain Tree and put everything into quick forge. So if I go into item casting, I can find a couple things. First of all, something that I forgot about, a gleaming crystal, which if I remember correctly is just the new best reforged to put on a drill. So I'm gonna need to get that, which is gonna be even more money. But what I'm worried about right now is the sapphire cloak and jade belt. So we can start with this. So I'm gonna need 2 flawless jade, which is gonna be basically nothing at all, like 3 mil. And I can go ahead and pop one of these in. And then I'm also gonna need 2 flawless sapphires. And I can go ahead and throw this in the forge. And I'm gonna go ahead and make one of these gleaming crystals. So I'm gonna need a singular refined mithril and 2 refined diamonds. And I can go ahead and throw this in here. And so in 15 hours, 7 hours for this one, I will have some stuff to grab. Now I do still have a good amount of glossy gemstone left over, which I could just use to put into my powder coatings. But I think to make this a little bit more interesting, I'm gonna go do my own Nucleus runs and get all the Devon fragments for myself. I still have a ridiculous amount of Devon's treasures prepped. I have Devon's treasure, same thing, also the same thing, sign, more sign, refer to previous sign. Oh hey, look, a bird, meow, and the small chest. All of these just have Devon's tools in them. There are 100 runs worth, so I might as well use them. I quite like Nucleus runs, and there's always that chance of gambling and running to an alloy, and that would fix my money problems. So when I wake up tomorrow morning, I'm gonna prep the rest of that. A week and a half may have passed since the last clip of this video. Unforeseen circumstances came up, but now I'm at the forger and I should have some stuff in here. So first of all, a jade belt as well as a sapphire cloak, and go ahead and claim both of those, and a gleaming crystal. Just gonna go ahead and slap both of these in the hex, and we're gonna need to throw glistening on there as well as a recom, and then same thing for the jade belt. And now I can finally get rid of these 2 kind of mediocre pieces. It does feel a little bit weird that black belt is no longer meta, but I have some better stuff. And then if I grab my Devon's drill out of here, I can go ahead and come to the hex with this as well, and I can put this gleaming crystal on it. So now I have a lustrous Devon's drill instead of it being auspicious. But now it's time I actually get to those Nucleus runs. I have a stream scheduled in about 10 minutes from now, and hopefully I can get all 30 that I need. Good morning, chat. As you can see, I am on the main profile today. Yeah, we are going to be doing some Nucleus runs. I do actually need to buy some things. First of all, jungle keys. I think we'll just start out with a stack of each. And I also need some robot parts. All the robot parts are obscenely expensive today. Got it. All right, there we go. That should be all the robot parts I need. I'm gonna need some goblin eggs as well. Prices are not loading, but assuming just regular goblin eggs are going to be the cheapest, yeah. And I think the only other thing that I'm missing is just Devon's treasures, but I have a bunch of these on my island. You know, I think that is it. I don't think there's anything else I need to buy. I already have waypoints here. I don't know what mod that is. So we have Precursor, Goblin Queen, Yulkar, Hazadun, mod, Jungle Temp. Wait, is that everything? Yeah, I think this lobby is just set up for Nucleus runs.
You know what time it is, right?
Jade dye thing.
If I get a Jade dye over an alloy, I don't know if I'll be mad or happy.
Oh, I got OFA.
I remember doing F7 and like getting my first OFA, and it was like, what, 10 mil at the time?
I remember when I got my first OFA, it was like 20 mil profit. It was my first floor 7 drop, and I started making monkey noises. It took me so long to get it, okay?
That's certainly noises to make when you get an RNG. So I dropped an RNG and immediately started making monkey noises.
My IGN was Dart Monkey BTD6 at the time.
I haven't slept yet.
I'm gonna wake you up when you're asleep. How's that gonna? That's gonna make me feel good.
That was worth it. I got back-to-back lockets. I had to wake Luffy up.
You know, I was having the best dream ever. I was working at Staples and I was making cheese and cracker sandwiches.
That's a joke, that is.
Joking.
I'm glad I woke you up.
Anyways, first run. Team, do I get an alloy?
Let me a few rank keys.
Well, I do get a Devon fragment. Is that just one? But I am mostly looking for Devon frags, so I am fine with that. All right, second run, what do we get? I am not going to look at the chat message.
What?
I am hoping Devon frags. And did not get Devon frags. Anyway, next run, and I do see Devon frags. It was 2 this time. W.
Did you find a key guardian yet?
My bad, I killed Scooter.
What the flip? What do you do to Scoopy?
Scoopy.
Wait, is it bad I only know the frontal lobe because of that one like thing from FNAF? Is
It's
that
a
bad?
part of your brain.
It
No,
is.
that's what I know it from as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
I don't-
you know it from the bite of 87.
Yes.
And
I
not
was
because,
there.
you know,
I-
it's
I
a part of your
experienced
brain
that.
that's like developmentally important.
Is it though? Like,
Yes.
I feel like I could live without it. I'm gonna buy a new account and just name it Claire Has Roaches 2.
Why does
Burns-
everyone want to give me roaches?
Burns
already
roaches
have
a second.
roaches.
Yeah, you know, you already have them.
It was one time. I hit it with a shoe.
What do you mean?
So the way it kind of went down is that I was sitting in the VC and then like I saw a roach on my wall and I was like, is that a roach? And then everyone else kind of went quiet because they heard me say that. I took my headphones off. I went and grabbed a shoe and there was just a loud smacking noise that just everyone heard.
Please tell me someone clipped that.
I don't think so. But it was just so funny because I was like, is that a roach? And then just like a minute later, you just hear a loud smack. All right, but how many bees could you shove in a bag?
No.
Yeah.
How many
This,
bees
this
can you
is
shove in
gonna
a
be
bee?
my go-to question when I meet my roommates. Like,
How many bees do you think you could fit in a sandwich bag? This is important.
Yeah.
It'll determine your rent.
this will determine how good of friends we'll be.
If you can only fit one bee in a plastic bag, you don't deserve to live. 10 bees minimum for like basic human rights.
Okay, how many
100,000?
bees can
No.
you fit in a sandwich bag?
At least 50, I'd say.
At least 50?
300,
I don't think I can date you anymore. I'm sorry.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
If all the bees were like dead and you could just like kind of like squeeze them in there, like all organized and stuff, how much do you think you could do?
Bee
Yeah.
smoothie.
I mean, if I were to like
Bee
grind them up in like a
smoothie,
blender
no.
or something, I could probably fit at least 250.
I feel like you could do a lot more because at that point they'd become like bee sludge. Actually, that's just honey.
If I ever have like excess money, I do kind of want to unbox a knife on CS.
Chat, please fuel Claire's gambling addiction on CS.
Dude, someone donates like $50 right now, I will spend it all on CS. Like, I will boot up
Oh,
CS right now and I will gamble on stream.
Buy monster.
What was it? What if it's like 1,000?
something,
Would you gamble 1,000?
monster energy.
If someone donates $1,000, I will gamble all of it on CS. I will stop the Nucleus runs right now.
You need
I
to do it
I will start
properly.
gambling.
You can buy a fursuit.
Okay, but I could gamble on
That's bad.
CS with that $1,000. You think about it, I could make $1,000 more dollars, and then
Okay,
gamble again, and then
but that is
potentially make
true.
$1,000 more dollars.
Buy a fursuit.
Okay, but hear me out, gambling.
Here's the real strat. You kill someone and gamble their body.
I did get more Devon
Yeah.
frags though.
Bee skin.
That's 4 out of 30. Great. This might take a while. I don't sleep
Yeah,
much. I think I, on average, get like 5 hours of sleep.
How are you alive?
I don't know, but
Like,
it makes me like insanely efficient at grinding Skyblock. However, I just
You're-
don't sleep.
Your blood has been replaced by a freaking white monster, Zero Ultra.
Yep. Oh, I got another Jade Emerald.
And you the not.
Oh, I also
I've
got a
gotten
Devon
a
fragment.
recall potion.
No, gold is just the default one. Devon frags. Alright, can I get Devon frags, please?
No.
Or not. Sure, we don't need Devon frags.
I feel like it had so much potential.
I'm gonna be honest, I saw you sitting there and thought you were a Quick Claw.
Boo.
Like just sitting right there, like coming in, you turned around like from the back. Like I saw the
Yeah.
back of your head, you looked like a Quick Claw. No way, Devon fragment? Oh, that's 8 out of 30.
Larry, you said you like long levels, right? Would you beat the 23-minute long extreme demon?
You know what? Sure. Well, actually, how hard is it? Is it like Extreme
Yes.
Demon because it's long, or Extreme Demon because it's hard and long? Don't take
Hard
that out of
and long.
context.
It would-
It's very hard. in
Too
there.
late. Already did.
the difficulty I'm aiming for is gonna be in between top 200 and like top, I think maybe like 75.
Yeah, I don't know if I can beat that. Considering I'm like struggling to do Bloodbath, and that's like what, number 400? No way, Devon Fragment. One of the things I actually need.
No way. If that was someone in chat who bought my claymore, thank you. If not, then like I'll take it back.
Not thank you.
I'll take back that thank
Yeah.
you.
Millie's role in this server is 27 miscarriages at Chili's. My role is McDonald's straw abortion. Chloe has 50% of Zenith from Terrarar. Fox has ethanol enjoyer.
My favorite is
Oh,
27
oh
miscarriages
God,
behind a
Jesus
Chili's.
That was at Chili's. That shit was right next to the baby back ribs while they were making it. You have 21 pilots in there with Tally Hall?
Okay,
Give
what
the
what
21
what is
pilots.
wrong with 21 pilots?
No! Well, we talked about the fact that Claire backed into a dumpster in a car that has parking sensors.
Look, I only ripped
Probably your wife.
ripped part of the bumper off. Oh, I got a
Skin
Jade Rolled
color
and Devon Frag.
differentiation.
Oh, I got a recall potion.
That's just something.
I have
What are the odds of that?
It's pretty rare. I'm having some abysmal luck with Devon Frags. I only have 15, and I've been streaming for nearly 4 hours. Devon Fragment
That is
X3?
crazy.
I have pizza.
Welcome
What
back.
kind? I need to.
You're
What kind?
It's barbecue chicken.
Okay, that's pretty valid.
Up to 23 Devon Fragments.
They're always on Twitter. They're chronic Twitter users. They probably know who he is.
Alright, well, I am done with runs. And
No.
I only got 23 fragments. That is the exact number that I got on my Iron Man in 50 runs.
No alloy.
No alloy. Yeah, anyway, I'm ending stream so I can eat pizza. Goodbye, everyone. After an over 5-hour stream, I didn't get much. If I go into backpack 1 here, we can look at this. So first of all, 4 Jade Rolls, which in 64 runs is pretty average. But I got 23 Devon fragments, which is actually significantly worse luck than I got on my Iron Man, where I got 23 in 50 runs, which is already pretty bad. Other than that, I got 2 gemstone mixtures, a recall potion, which is nearly as rare as a quick claw, a precious pearl, 2 fortune 4s, and a claw fossil. The Jade Rolls I'm just gonna insta-sell. I do not need them, but I'm gonna go ahead and take these 23 Devon fragments, and we're just gonna buy the rest. So if I go to the bazaar, I'm just going to need another 7 of these. Yeah, 12 mil for not having to do like another 2 hours of Nucleus runs. I will definitely take that. Now I just need to go into the mining sack, grab my glossy gemstones, and I currently have 89, so how many more do I need for the powder coatings? They're 32 per, and 6 times 32 is going to be 372. 372 minus 89 is going to be 283. So if I go in here, type in 283, how much is that going to be? Ow. You know, I think I did my math wrong because that amount doesn't seem right, especially since prices have gone down since I originally bought them. Let me try to do this a bit more manually than like actually trying to do math because I have dyscalculia and failed algebra too. So 2 stacks of 32, that is going to be a stack. And then one of these is going to be a stack of 7. So then we add 32 and 7 and we get 39. We have 39 plus 64, which is going to be 103. Where did I get 283 from? So I'm assuming this is going to be a lot more reasonable. Yeah, that seems a lot more correct. 585 mil. So I'm just going to go ahead and buy these. And there we go. Now we are going to warp to the forge since I believe I am missing a little bit of stuff for the powder coating. I have the 2 hard parts done, but I still need refined mineral, which I don't think I have enough of. I'll just need to buy it. And then I need 16 enchanted gold blocks per. Yeah, I just have 0 refined mineral. Just going to need 3 stacks of that for less than 3 mil. This stuff is a lot more reasonably priced than the glossy mineral. And now I suppose since I don't get a chance to go gold mining a lot, I'll go ahead and pop this setup on, but I'm going to go just mine out the gold myself. And I don't know if this makes me some kind of masochist, but I do genuinely enjoy gold mining. I just need 96 blocks of gold, so this shouldn't take too long. Here's a mod lobby. Let's see, is it set up? Oh, good, it is. And it looks like only one person is here, so I should be fine to just go ahead and take half of it. This will take all of 5 seconds. Give me a moment. I now have all the gold blocks that I need, meaning I can just go warp to the forge again, and I will be able to throw 5 out of 6 of the Devon's powder coatings in there. A little bit annoying that I can't do them all at once, but forge just kind of be like that. And it'll be done in a day and 8 hours. I don't have anything in quick forge right now, so it'll probably be roughly a day once I actually put that in there. But then we're gonna have some pretty nice looking mining gear. So I just logged on to Skyblock, and if I warp to the forge, I should have some stuff ready in here. Yeah, I have 5 Devon's powder coatings, and they appear not to stack, but what I can go ahead and do is just throw the very last one in here. Now, I'm assuming these are combinable in an anvil, so let me move some stuff. I'm gonna be taking my Devon's drill right here and throwing one on this. Oh, would you look at that? It just gets plus 500 speed. That is insane. And then I can also throw one on each of my Devon pieces, which I believe it gives each of them 10 fortune. Yes. The drill is by far the most worth it one, but I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it on the chest plate and the pants. But since I do have a pendant, I want to see what does it give it. It's also just 10 fortune. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw it on the boots for organization's sake, and in a day and an hour, I will be able to put the last one on my pendant. I also just noticed something. Because my Devon is fully powder coated, if you look closely there's some particles kind of hovering around me. I don't know if you can really see them all that well because I also have the rose petals turned on essential. But if I look down, you see there's just a bunch of particles hovering around me right here, and those were not there before. Let me quickly hide my cosmetics so you can see it a little bit better. I get somewhat of a rune just from having Devon's powder coating. Fairly interesting. Hi. I've woken up, and if I warp to the forge, should have a funny little thing done in there, and that would be the very last powder coating, which if I take my locket out, go into the anvil, I can go ahead and slap that on there to have full powder coating gear. Are there any more particles? It doesn't look like it. But now one thing that I need to do, if we go look at my bow here, you will notice it has a dwarf turtle shellman on it. I may or may not have accidentally replaced a quick claw on my bow. Team, I just replaced a quick claw on my bow. I thought I had my G-Drag equipped and I'm tired. Basically, I loaned my girlfriend my G-Drag, and then she wanted me to come do M7, so I took it back. I thought I had swapped to the G-Drag. I had not swapped to the G-Drag, so I accidentally put a Dwarf Turtle Shellmet on my bow instead of my G-Drag. Anyway, now I need to buy another one. From what I remember, a quick claw is going to be roughly 150 mil. Yeah, 145 mil. I'm just going to go ahead and buy one of those. And let's make sure I actually have the right pet on. Okay, I do. And I can go ahead and slap that back on there. It's only a loss of 150 mil. It's not that bad. But now that I have everything, I should be able to do some cool things. The biggest one and why so many people were hyped about this update is relating to Ruby. So let me quickly set up my Ruby route. While I'm setting this up, might I mention how annoying these particles are when looking anywhere relatively down. Now I know I could just turn particles off, but I really should not have to deal with just particles being in my face and having to alter my game settings because of it. That is just kind of bad game design. I really think that they should just remove this in first person. In F5, it's fine. It's neat. It's just a little cool thing. In first person, it is really annoying. I really shouldn't have to adjust my particle quality just to get rid of it. Because knowing me, I'm not going to remember to turn that back on. And I like having my particles on high because my computer can handle it and I think it looks nice. Now that I have this route set up, the cool thing that I was talking about is that you can 6-tick Ruby. You probably can't tell a massive difference from just me mining it, but this is a lot faster. Previously, the max ticks you could go on Ruby was 7 ticks, but you were able to get pretty close to 6 ticks. But now that we just get an extra 500 mining speed from the Devon's powder coating with like completely maxed out gear, including pendant, pretty much everything but the powder coatings on the armor, since those don't affect speed, you can 6-tick Ruby. Now I don't know if this affected the ticks on the other gemstones. I'm pretty sure those are still 8-tick if I remember correctly. I've mostly Ruby mined, so I don't know a ton about regular gemstones, but Ruby you're able to 6-tick now, so theoretically you should be able to make at least 50 mil an hour, which is really good for any Iron Man. The unfortunate thing is that of course you do need really maxed out gear, which will probably take you around 500 hours to get, but you will be able to make substantially more per hour. Anyway, my whole goal with setting up this Ruby route is I just want to test what the rates feel like. I'm going to be a little bit out of practice considering I've been mining on my Iron Man, so I'm used to a lot slower speeds, but it should be fine and I can get a test in the ballpark. So I'm just going to go ahead and empty my sacks, and I'm going to set a timer for 15 minutes on my phone, and I'm just going to see what my rates are like in that time. I'm definitely mining faster considering these topaz veins I'm getting to before my mining speed boost is even up, and considering I'm mining pretty mediocrely right now, I'm pretty sure I just made up a new word there, that definitely means I am going faster. Like, I'm pretty sure I will probably get this entire topaz vein before my mining speed boost runs out. Yeah, I only missed like 3, and I'll probably get to the next topaz vein before my speed boost is back up. So it's just a little bit faster. The 15 minutes is up. Let's see what my sacks are looking like. In terms of Ruby, I mined out 2.2 mil and topaz 924k. I'm just going to base this test off of InstaSell. It won't be quite as accurate since I can get slightly higher prices, but I get it all in one number. So rounding up, we'll just say 8.9 mil in 15 minutes. If we multiply that by 4, you will see I was not doing too great. 35.6 mil an hour. Most of this is due to me just not being locked in the slightest, but it is kind of funny that me just being completely unused to mining with this setup, since I haven't done it in probably 6 months, I'm still able to get rates like that in Ruby. Okay, now I am actually curious what Ruby is selling for, and you know what, that might actually explain why my rates are so bad. It's selling for way below NPC value. Give me a moment, I'm gonna calculate what my rates actually were. So if I put all the money I have in the bank, then I come into my sacks, grab everything out, the Ruby I'm just gonna be selling to NPC, and the topaz, realistically I should sell off for it, but just insta selling it, it's still gonna be better than selling it to NPC. Yeah, and that put my rates up by an entire 1,000,000 coins. So again, rounding up to 9.9 in 15 minutes, and we are just shy of 40 mil an hour, which is actually pretty decent considering how washed I am at mining. I will take that. Next, I want to see which of the gemstones is the most valuable. I'm assuming it's probably going to be like sapphire, amethyst or something. So sapphire is 23k and amethyst is 23.3k. So looks like we're setting up an amethyst route. Since this is on my main profile, just mining and selling to the bazaar is going to be infinitely better than doing Ruby, even though I'm able to 6-tick Ruby. I just want to see how high my rates can go when just having this much more fortune and speed. Give me a moment. I've finished setting up the route that I stole off a mining colt, and again, I'm just going to set a timer for 15 minutes, and then just come and multiply my rates by 4. I never mine amethyst, so this probably won't go great, but I think we just get going. Ceremoniously, I sell my sacks, and I don't really know what I'm delaying for. I'm just going to go start the timer. Once again, the 15 minutes is up, so let's see what I got. I'm assuming a little under 2 mil. Oh, never mind. Okay. 2.4 mil, nearly 2.5. So I suppose I go ahead and compact that. If I grab this all out of my sacks and we go to sell off for this on the bazaar, I actually made less doing Amethyst than I did with Ruby, which is certainly interesting. Now, on my part, this could potentially just be a skill issue because I don't mine Amethyst. I have never really mined Amethyst. For all I know, I could be doing something completely wrong. Like, I might have to use a fire veil to kill the Thys while I'm mining. But from what I can see, I think Ruby's going to be a lot more bearable to mine if you have a maxed out setup. Now, I would have tested Jasper mining in this video since it is by far better than Ruby or any other gemstone you could mine, but Jasper mining makes me want to pull my hair out, so all you're getting is this. And that's about it. I know I haven't uploaded in a month, and this is what you're getting. You're welcome. But I do hope you enjoyed the video anyway. I have a bunch more stuff that I am working on. I'm not dead. I am uploading. I'm working on things. They're just taking a while. Like the video if you haven't already. Please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 50k subscribers pretty soon. And go watch another video. There should be a video on my face right now. Some people tell me it's good.